what? We are making Syn Free Tuscan Beef stew. So if you're tuning in, come and say hey. Let me know what you reckon. This was a dare, okay? I'm taking it as a dare. Somebody said it, and I was like, And then Andrew was like, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So here I am doing it, okay? First, we're gonna do the prize draw. So if you do tune in and you hit the share button, all I want you to do is comment shared so that I can find you for the next prize draw. Hi Anne, hey Penny. So our last two winners were Hayley Blues and Karen Crump. And on Saturday we did hoisin beef noodles and we got 236 shares, which means we have two prizes in the pot. What do you think to my hat? It's got unicorns on it. It actually matches my t-shirt look because that's got a unicorn on. What do you reckon? So, two prizes in the pot. Oh, God, I always do that. It's not number 6. First one is 209. I'll tell you about the share cap in a minute. Keep hitting that share button and comment shared. Right, second prize. Here we go. 230. Right, two prizes. So I got these delivered because you need a shower cap when you're in the shower, otherwise you have to keep redoing your hair. What's on your head? So I shared it with Andrew because I put it on and Andrew was like, oh my God, like does this tire only happen when you get married? And I shared that on my page and somebody said, and I can't remember who it was, I need to go and check, said, oh my God, you should wear that on your live. It'll stop the people that moan if you've got your hair down. And I told Andrew and he's like, oh my God, you so have to wear the shower cap and cook your dinner. So that's why I had the shower cap on, okay? So we're all clean people. What do you reckon? Anyway, I'm going to crack on. If it gets too hot, I'll take it off. So we are making Tuscan beef stew. Thanks for the shares. Hang on, I'll just rinse my hands quickly. Get the tea towel. Right. Tuscan beef stew. This is going to be, so you can cook this on your hob, in your slow cooker, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it on the hob and then whack it in the oven because I don't like to leave my hob going, especially with the kids around, if I'm not going to be like, if it's going to be on the hob for 2 hours. And I can't be in here because James has got a lesson, so I won't be in here. So I'm starting mine on the hob and then I'm whacking it in the oven. Hey everybody, do you like my hat? It's good, isn't it? I'm very hygienic today. This is going to, the clean police are going to love this. Okay, the clean police. Right, let me turn it around so you can see. I've actually, look, I've got a cup of tea there. That's my first cup of tea today. And I've still not drank it. Oh dear. Rocking the cap, I look great. Right, we're gonna fry like so. I've got a big pan because I'm gonna whack this in the oven once we've started it, okay? So you want a big pan for this because it's, if you're doing it on the stove, or you could put it in the slow cooker if you want to, but I didn't have time this morning, so I'm starting it on here and I'll whack it in the oven. So fry light it all. Very fetching. I look great, don't I, Lynn? Hey, I did it. I'm always up for a little bit of a dare. Always. It's got to be done. Right, so I am using braising steak. I've got 2 packs of these and I've got it from Aldi. Stewing steak, braising steak, anything like that. Just remove all the visible fat and then you won't have any sins in it, as long as you take off the fat, people. So that's what I'm about to do. And I'm just going to chop it into bite-sized chunks. So just, I was going right through all the shelves looking for some really lean braising steak. There we go. Right, now I'm just going to chop it into bite-sized pieces. So just make sure you've cut off all your fat. I've not turned my pan on. Hang on. Let me put it on low whilst I'm jibber jabbering. Are we on? Are we on? Are we on? We're on. Right. There's a bit of fat there. Chop that off. Oh, something's just gone bang. What was that? Oh, it might be a skip. Over the road had a skip. Okay, so make sure you cut off all your visible fat. Hey everybody! Thank you, Lisa. Don't forget to hit that share button and then comment shared so that I can find you. These are really good bits. So I've bought 2 packs, so this will easily do a family of 4, and I usually get my lunch the next day out of it as well. So we're just going to put the beef in there and brown it off, and then we'll do the rest of it. Oh, ready to whack in the oven. Nearly slung a bit of meat over the side there. Do you like it? Those that are just tuning in, do you like my hat? The clean police are going to love it. They are. Don't be expecting this every time. Thanks for the shares, girls. How are you all doing? I've just been to Slimming World. I lost a pound this week, so I am buzzing. I wasn't sure whether I would because I did go out on Saturday, but I pulled in an extra run. Chop that bit of fat off. So we did good. A pound off. I'll take that. Got 3.5 pounds to go to my target. I was hoping to be there before we go away at October half term, but I'm not sure we're going to be going away. Because we might have a lockdown again. Right, okay, so I bought 2 packs. Obviously, if there's less people, you can just put less in. Or you could even freeze it, actually. Thank you, Jane. Yes, I was really true. I got on the scales and I was like, well, I have been out. And do you know when you're making lots of excuses because you're trying to prep them? And then she said, oh, you've lost a pound. So I was like, boom. Happy days. Please watch your fingers. I'll be all right. I don't think these scissors are going to be sharp enough to take my fingers off. We're all good. Do you know what? Oh, God. They need sharpening. I'm going to have to tell Andrew when he gets home to sharpen these scissors before the next live. Hey, how much have I lost so far? I think it's about £22, I think. I'll have to double check. I should write it in my book. I haven't been writing it in the book because they don't write it in anymore, do they? They just, because you can't hand your book over. I'll have to double check. I can't remember. I just keep going. Good weeks, bad weeks, I just keep going. Because that's going to stop me piling it all back on. And do you know what? You pick up really good ideas when you go to class. Really good ideas. Like I said to her, Mum, I'm doing Tuscan beef stew and I want to do sweet potato mash. And then somebody said to me, you can do your sweet potatoes in your microwave and then just scrape it out. I didn't know that. Like, how good is that? I'm all about ease and speed, people. Just make sure you chop off all your fat, guys. And then it's free. Oh God, I'm getting on, mate, because this is stiff. Come on, come on. Get off. Get off. You've got 1.5 to go to get back to target. Oh, you'll do that, no problem. I'm hoping a good week this week. Now if I can lose another 1.5, there's a bit of fat there. Let's get that off. All right. Right, beef is done. Let me wash my hands, guys. Oh, right, so we're just going to fry it off and brown it. Can you see in there? Yeah, you can, can't you? It's high enough. I've got a bigger pan. I can turn it up a bit now, I'm stirring. So we're just going to brown it off and then I'll set it to one side. Whilst that's doing, I'm just going to chop up some celery. You've lost 44 pounds. Wow, that is amazing. You get your 3 Stone Award tomorrow. Fantastic. Well done. You just have to keep going no matter what. Let me just wash the celery. Bit of money. There we go. Just keep going to your class, keep getting weighed. I've learnt that, even on a bad day, just go. Face the music, at least you know where you're at. Because if you don't go on a bad day, then that usually leads into like a bad week and then a month, and then before you know it, you've not been to your class for a month because you don't want to go because you think you've piled it all back on. Just go and face the music. Boom, done. You've lost £10 in the last 3 weeks. That's amazing, well done. If you're just tuning in, we are making Tuscan beef stew. Right. So I'm just chopping my celery. Can you see? Yeah. Can you see my hat? Oh dear. Gotta make your own fun. When you work at home, look, you gotta get your kicks somewhere. Right, so I might do a bit more celery. Let's have a look. I might do another stick of celery. Make it go further. I'm robbing the guinea pigs again. So you could sling this all in a slow cooker if you want to. Boom, there we go. Right, we're almost there. I should put my extractor on. Hey everybody! Thank you very much, Lorna, for the share. You've lost 10 pounds in 5 weeks. Boom, you get weighed later. Well done, Becky. Right, so we're just browning this meat off, then we're going to set it on this plate and do the rest of it. I can't really do anything else. Let me have a bit of my cup of tea and read some of these comments. Hey everybody! Yes, go every week, face the scales, don't worry whether you put on or gain, just keep going. I look like the granny from Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah, but the clean fleece and we're loving it. Oh dear. I'm a sucker for a dare. I'm terrible. If somebody says I dare you to do that, I can't not. I never back out. So anyway, we've done it. Margaret loves the new headwear. Right, the meat is browned. So I'm going to set that to one side. Do you know what? How am I going to... Where's my oven gloves? I'm just going to pop that over here on this plate whilst we do the next bit. Boom. Right, so there's still a bit of juice in the pan. You can fry light it again if you needed to, if your pan's dry. Next up, onions. I'm just chucking in, so 1-2 onions, I'm chucking in half a bag of frozen. Because it's quick and it's easy. Right, garlic. I still haven't been to Tesco's and bought my frozen garlic, so I'm just using garlic granules. I will post the recipe later, so make sure you're following this page, and then you're not going to miss the recipe and the food pictures. So we've done the garlic, done the onions. Right, carrots. I'm being lazy. I'm going to chuck in half the bag of the guinea pig carrots. So this is all speed, it's all good. There we go, get in. Get in. So I've just had my lunch, so I'm like not feeling like I need to nick the food as we go along and eat with my mouth half full. You've got the same tiles as me. Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? I think these are Tops tiles, aren't they? My husband's a tiler. He picked them. Right, carrots are in, celery chunks in. Let me move what I've used out of the way so I don't reuse it. Right, we're just going to fry that for a few minutes. Soften the carrots and the onions. Just keep stirring. Hey everybody! Thanks for the share, Suzanne. Hi Kim. Kim, I've got your prize here. I will pop it up. You were one of our winners last week. I've still not popped your prize in. I usually post them straight away, but I was like, well, you're only up the road. Thank you very much, Debbie. I've got 3.5 pounds to go, and then I'm going to see how I feel when I get there. Hi, Kathy. Have we got any newbies on here? Come say hello if you're a newbie. Right, I've got everything else. Right, we're just going to fry that for a few more minutes, then we're going to chuck everything else in. And then we're going to whack it in the oven. Hi Kathy, thanks for the share, Susan. Katie's new. Hi Katie. If you are new and you hit the share button, all you got to do is comment shared, and then you will be in the next prize draw. And if you haven't done already, hello, you can go to the top of that hiding You can go to the top of the page, click follow and see first, and you're not ever gonna miss a trick like this. There we go. Right. We're cooking on gas here. Right. Sorry, I've just had a missed call. I've hung up on them. Beef stock, didn't recognise that number. Right, 2 OXO cubes. Hi Julie. Oh, we've got loads of newbies on here. Hello, hello. Nice to meet you. I don't always come on with shower cap, just in case you think I'm slightly crazy. It was a bit of a dare, so I've done it, okay? She's not a total fruitcake, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey everybody! So 2 OXO cubes in 360 mils of water. There we go, get that dissolving. Right, now we're going to start adding everything else back in because they are looking nice and browned. So, first up, balsamic vinegar. Remember, I will post the recipes on the page later with a picture of the food. 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. 1, 2. Drop down. Then we're going to chuck the beef back in. Get in there. Give it all a good stir. Then we need 1 tablespoon, do you know what, I'm just going to guess it. 1 tablespoon of tomato puree. Get that out of the way. What else have I done? Done the stock. Did it. 1 tin of chopped tomatoes. Why have I got the hat on? It was a bit of a dare, so I did it. I bought them at the weekend and I posted about it on my page and somebody said I should do it because it'll stop the clean police moaning that I've got my hair down. Let's give it another stir. So 1 tin of tomatoes has gone in. Then we need some herbs. So, where are we at? Onion granules. Teaspoon, hang on. A teaspoon. I just guessed mine, but you can measure them out if you're a bit worried. There we go. Done. Thyme. Just some thyme. Teaspoon or a pinch or, yeah. There we go. That's gone in. Button mushrooms. I'm just going to give them a quick rinse and then I'm going to sling them in. I'm not chopping them up or anything, I'm just chucking the whole lot in. Let's give it a stir. Put the oven glove on to hold that handle. Okay, so if you have a slow cooker, you can put this all in the slow cooker and it's going to take about 8 hours. If you've got a pan and you want to cook it on the hob for a couple of hours, you can do. But I'm going to start it off like I have done on the hob and then I'm going to whack it in the oven for a couple of hours until dinner time. Right, I think I've put everything in. Hang on, let me double check. Done that. That's what I've got left. Right, okay, stop. Pour your beef stock in. And that is it for now. So you could leave that bubbling on your hob for like an hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours. But I'm going to put mine in the oven because obviously I've got the school run and all sorts to do. So I'm going to whack that in the oven on around 150, 160, something like that for a couple of hours. Do I not peel my mushrooms? No, I just sling everything in. No problem. Right. Once it's cooked through, after around an hour and 45, let me turn this around. Can you take me seriously with my hat? Once it's cooked through in a couple of hours time, I'm going to chuck in a tin of butter beans and a tin of cannellini beans, and just cook it for another 20 minutes and then it will be done. If it needs thickening, instead of cornstarch or flour, just use xantham gum and then it's all free. The whole meal is free. Yes, or you can do it in a pressure cooker. I haven't got a pressure cooker. They scare me slightly. My mum always cooks in a pressure cooker, but it scares me. Okay, so that is it. That's the whole recipe done. I'm going to sling that in the oven and then leave it. I'm going to leave it for a couple of hours in the oven, and then when I've got 20 minutes left, I'm just going to chuck a tin of butter beans in and a tin of cannellini beans. You love my hat. Seriously, I should have got a code for this hat, shouldn't I? Because so loads. You're all loving it. How much gum? So what I tend to do is put a teaspoon. I don't put the gum straight in there, otherwise you get white blobs, and I've never been able to get them out. So I put a teaspoon of the xantham gum into some water, and I whiz it up with my hand whizzer, and it goes blender, whatever you call it, and it goes like a gel. And then I'll just put a bit of the gel in at a time until it's thick enough, but it might reduce down enough, you might not need it. So I've just answered that one, I think, Marie. So I always whiz it up in a bit of water first so it turns like a gel. I've answered that one, I think. Yes, I will drain the beans. I'll drain the beans and then I'll chuck them in. So it said, like, in the recipe you can use either or. Well, they're all free, they're all protein, so I'm whacking them both in for extra flavour. You can put salt and pepper in if you want. I don't really put salt in. When do I put the beans in? If you're doing it in the slow cooker, again, put your leave it cooking all day. Put your beans in like 20 minutes before you're going to serve it. Your beans don't need to be in there all day; they'll like tend to mush. What the heck is gum? Xantham gum. You'll find it in the gluten-free section. I don't really know what it is, but it thickens. It's like it's instead of using cornstarch or I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. Getting a sweaty head. Shower caps are only for the shower people. Actually, I did hide my roots, but I'm having my hair done on Thursday. So yeah, it's instead of cornstarch or flour for thickening, and then it's free. Okay? I look like Dame Edna. Oh dear. Right, I think I got it all in, didn't I? I did, because I moved it over there once I've done it. So you can serve that with some mashed potato. Don't put butter in your mash. Put an egg in instead. That'll make it creamy. I'm just going to have it with sweet potato mash, which I haven't cooked yet. Okay? Right. Thank you for tuning in. If you need any help, feel free to message me at Get Started. I am about most of the time. You got your gum off of Amazon. There you go. You can get it off of Amazon. There's no sins in xantham gum. None at all. What can you use instead of butter beans? Don't put them in if you don't want to. You can just put cannellini beans in, or if you don't like beans, don't put beans in. There we go. Job done. Tweak them to suit. I have to do it with loads of recipes because my husband can't eat chicken and fish and God knows what. It's a nightmare. Right, there we go. I'll post the pictures and the recipe later, so make sure you're following this page, The Original Diva, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, it's literally just melts in your mouth.